Hey there and welcome to another Halo action figure review. Today we are taking a look at the 6.5-inch KAT-B320 figure. She's part of the Spartan Collection. She's got some goodies and got some stuff in there, including something that the other figures don't have, and we'll get to that in a minute. I'll flip the package around. You can take a quick peek here at the back. There's the cross sale of all the figures that we have available that we can get, and a list of accessories. Now, I'm going to make a note of something real quick that I haven't mentioned before, or at least haven't mentioned in the last video, but the small figures, it means it's the same thing. Down here on the barcode, you'll notice in this case it says HLW0019. I'm guessing that's some sort of an individual product code for the Halo figures. The small figures have it, the big figures have it, the vehicles have it, the 2-packs have it, and you can kind of keep track of what individual item. While the barcodes are sometimes the same, if I remember right, all the barcodes are the same. I'll see if I can bring this a little bit closer and you can see it. Try to get it focused in there. Moment of silence while we try to focus in on the barcode. There we go. So you can kind of see that right there. That's what I'm talking about, that number there. Sometimes these barcode numbers are the same, and I believe for all the 6.5-inch figures, they are the same. So that would be another way. I don't know if you can search that up or anything, but that's kind of an individual, oops, I dropped it, individual identifier for the item itself. So I just want to pass that on because I hadn't mentioned that before and I kind of realized I needed to. I thought it was kind of an important thing. It will also help if you organize this stuff like with an Excel spreadsheet of some sort. You know, that could be a good identifier as well. Then you don't have to make one up yourself. All right, so enough chit-chat about the box and about collecting and this and that. Let's get this action figure, this big action figure, open. All right, we're back. She's out of the package. She's got her goodies around here. But before we get into her, I want to step back to yesterday's figure, Master Chief, here real quick. And I want to send a big shout out to Steven DTM. I haven't looked up any other Halo reviews of these figures. I just kind of do my own thing here. But he pointed out something really cool that I didn't really miss. But I noticed that these came out. Or no, I guess I didn't notice. We'll talk about her in just a minute. She's got problems. But, you know, just sit. Just like, wow, this is going to be difficult. Anyway, pointing out that these things come out, rotate around, and they've got a peg there, which is really cool. Now I got to find the gun that just fell on the floor. And these things have the peg here, which the guns then can hook onto. One thing I discovered, though, is once you hook it on and you pull the gun off, well, it worked this time. Sometimes it pulls this off. Sometimes the gun likes to fall off. So that's pretty cool, the idea, the concept. I think it needs to be perfected, though, just a little bit. And then that will kind of continue in with this video a little bit today. We'll be wow, I'm having a tough time getting him to stand. But now that I've messed up her area, let's get her back up here. Man. Yeah, that's what we're going to get right there. And I'll tell you why in just a minute. So, let's take a look at her accessories. Let's take a look at her stuff here first, and then we'll look at the figure itself. She comes with the M6V Spartan Laser, an M6. It's really pretty detailed, pretty cool. They've got the dark green and the grays. Maybe this is like a medium green. That's a darker green, a green-gray down here. It's pretty cool. Here's the hole that will attach on her back, or maybe somewhere else. But anyway, this is the hole that will peg onto the figure somewhere. Here's one handle, and here's a second handle to kind of do that number. Laser. It's really pretty neat. Almost looks like maybe this is something that opens and closes based off of when you're about to shoot. Like it stays closed, and when it's going to shoot, it opens up and then shoots. And they've just molded it into the open position. It's a pretty neat looking weapon there. Got some bright silver over here. Got some bright silver there too. My hand's in the way. You can't really see that bright silver. But anyway, that's a cool weapon. The M6G Magnum. a futuristic looking pistol here, black down there, light gray up there, and a hole for it to peg onto the figure. Remember how I said some of these are kind of bendy? Well, that's how mine came, and if you can see that there, kind of has a bit of a twist and a swoop to it, so it's kind of messed up. I may have to heat that up. I don't know. Someone's told me about why it might be this way, but that doesn't mean it's any cooler. It doesn't make it good. I don't know. Getting tired of the rubbery guns, though. Now, this is the part that's different from all the other figures. She comes with an additional head, which I found interesting that the head was separate in the package because on the back of the box it says Air Assault Helmet. And, well, there's the helmet attached to her. I would have thought that the head was on there. It's the only one I've seen in the store, so I don't know if maybe somebody got this one. They played around with it, messed around with it. I have some suspicions on some things. But anyway, kind of weird. But yeah, it's cool. She comes with an additional head. That means now I know that these heads come off. She comes with an additional hand that's balled into a fist, ready to take on the world with that fist. Or fist bump. She comes with a second pair of hands where you can see all the individual fingers and they're kind of open like they're going to do something creepy. And finally, she comes with a game add-on code for Halo Infinite, the game that will be coming out sometime next year. I actually have heard a rumor that it may even come out in December of this year, but I doubt it. I hear more validity for next year. All right, let's take a look at the figure itself now. And I kind of wonder if there's something going on, like maybe somebody had bought this figure and then returned it, and Target just put it right back out on the shelf. It was all taped up, so it's hard to know. Yeah, I'm looking at it now. It was all taped up. But I'm going to have to take a look and find a second one, because first off, I find that it's funny that it mentions the helmet is the accessory and the head is the thing in the package. And even on the back of the package, if you can see that, it shows her with her head on and not and holding the helmet. And here's another thing. Okay, that didn't look as cool as I was hoping it would. My figure is extremely loose. Do you see that? That's like, she's got some good torsoing. I mean, every bit of her is really, really loose. Yeah, this is the loosest figure I've seen for a while. So let's go ahead. I won't complain about the looseness the entire time, but let's kind of look over the figure here real quick. So the head rotates all the way around and can nod up and down. Should be able to do all that. I mean, it's going to come off and another head's going to go on there. The shoulders rotate all the way around really easily. And, well, okay, I shouldn't say easily, but the arms or the shoulders go up like so. There's a bicep. I think I missed on the Master Chief, the bicep rotation right there, and I definitely missed the butterfly joint that's in there. So you can see it better over here. There is a bit of a butterfly joint. It works better on Master Chief than on her. She's got the double pin elbows right there and the wrists that rotate and swivel back and forth. Now, her right arm is a robotic mechanical arm because she lost it in the war. And so one thing to note, the bicep rotation is here at the elbow. So the elbow rotates around. And then, well, her elbow also bends. One thing you want to be careful of is the first thing that I noticed that I accidentally did, I wasn't really paying attention, was that because it's kind of bent a little bit, my instinct was to bend it up like that. It doesn't bend like that, and I don't know if it's supposed to actually be bent like that. Let's see. Bent like that, you can see that. Or if the packaging bent it, or I bent it, or what. But, yeah, be careful with that and where you go. The wrists will rotate. Now, one thing interesting, her waist will rotate a little bit. Grab her by the stomach there. See, she rotates a little bit. A lot better than he does. He doesn't rotate a pip at all. This is so loose up here, you can really see up inside the armor. That really sounds bad. And I don't know if I just need to, maybe if I yank it off and push it back on, maybe it'll work better. Her legs will only go up about that far split-wise because she's got a pouch over here, and this one just doesn't go any further. It hits. She's got the diagonal thigh rotation. Not full rotation, but it's enough. Double pin knee on both sides. and then the ankle will rotate all the way around. It has a hinge, and then the toe has its own hinge right there. So all those standard pieces of articulation that we know about for 6-inch figures that I'm getting used to, I'm starting to feel like a pro now at some of this articulation. But yeah, she's kind of hard for me to deal with stand-wise, and her ankle wants to bend back and forth real easy, so getting her to stand is a bit of a chore. And then she'll, like, swagger back like that. I don't know. Can you stand and swagger at the same time? I don't know. Oh, we're going out of focus. Camera, work with me, work with me. There we go. So now let's swap out the heads. Oh, it was that easy, huh? Okay, it was partially that easy. Oh man, that was not as easy. So there we go. There is her head. Her natural head. Too bad it's not like the Brute Captain, where instead of a different head, they actually make a helmet. You could put the helmet on and off and do whatever you want to, instead of having to swap out heads. Anyway, it's kind of cool. So let's get her in an action pose with this thing. We've come to the time of the video where y'all get to laugh at me trying to put weapons in these hands. Actually, this one may end up being pretty easy. Might be. Yeah, see, I'm already trying to twist this arm in ways. You gotta be careful with this arm. That may be a weak point in a figure like this. Wow, I've just made her hold this so super clumsily. Clumsily, is that a word? If not, we made up a new word today. Today is a new word day. That's the word you're supposed to use, clumsily. It means being clumsy. Oh, I guess there's other words for that, but oh well. So, because of the way I'm doing that, I'm not doing a very good job in getting her to shoot that thing. I guess that's going to be okay. I guess it won't go under. I usually like putting things under arms, but maybe that's how it's supposed to go. I don't know. But there she is. There's Catherine. What is it? B320. Cat. All right. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for watching. I appreciate everybody who stops in, watches the video, gives me some comments. The good ones are awesome. Oh, before I go real quick, I will mention I did try to pry this off, and it was mentioned that this can't pry off. It's like glued or something. I don't know if this is supposed to be on there. I even tried with an X-Acto knife. I don't want to pull this off. I'm not really interested in breaking the figure in case. The pouch over here shouldn't come off, but it may be that they've molded the leg in such a way that you can have different kinds of pouches on here. So I don't know about that. I'm not going to push to do that one. It would be cool to see if that would, and maybe I will someday if I don't know, I'll do it and break it, I don't know. But anyway, thank you for watching. Give me a thumbs up if you liked it, if this is helpful, if you found this informative, and if you want to be notified as more of these new videos come out in the future, then hit that subscribe button and the bell notification icon, and you will be told when future videos. You got to hit that bell. Without the bell, you won't be notified. So anyway, thank you for watching. Have a wonderful day. We will see you in the next video.